child mostly. I talk about our culture as Zimbabweans. I talk about the girl child as an advocate for the girl child. This is something that I've always advocated for. As I'm grown up now, I see the loopholes and what happens to the girl child most of the time, especially in our culture and in our own African perspective. As I grew up, I didn't notice some of these things. They didn't mean a lot to me. But now that I am grown up, I do look at these things and think something must be done correctly. Because in a family where you have a boy child and a girl child, you do have to treat them equally, the same, because they are your children. And if anything goes wrong, if at all you get to the end of your life as a parent, your children should be able to inherit whatever you have left. They've got to share amongst them. But I've got a very sad story which is from someone else who actually spoke about this. And I'll put it this way. The girl child was the number, was the first one in the family of 5. And the others were all boys. So she was the only girl child in the family of 5. And after she got married, she grew up and she got married. When she got married, she had children. Where she got married, she had her own children. But circumstances, they do come because of this culture of us as Africans, especially the Shona people. When you lose your husband and you go back to your family, you do not fit in there. You are not acceptable even. And where you have come from, where you have been married, you are still going through despondency with the family. Where you have been married, the in-laws, they will start ill-treating you and telling you you don't fit here. You have to go back to your family. We do not want you here, and all those things happen. So at the end of the day, the lady left and went back home. And when she got home, they didn't accept her either. Although the parents were still there, she had to hide behind the comfort of her parents because they were still there and with children.